so let's just make sure that, yeah, we are on Korriban. So at the end of the last stream, which was on Tuesday, a couple of days ago, like I said, we got intercepted by the Leviathan, Salkarath, and eventually Darth Malak made an appearance, and took Bastila away from us. So, and now the crew knows that my character is indeed Darth Revan, or was. He's Count Groovula now. Started a new life. He's quite content to be a light side mediator of sorts, you know? He's a negotiator, an ambassador.
What do you need?
A lover, not a fighter. You want to talk?
Talk about what? The only thing I want to do right now is find Dustil. If
Oh,
he's
you don't
alive, there's just nothing else I want to think about. I'll understand if we can't look for him right now, but if we could, it would be a huge load off my mind.
Okay. I thought maybe you'd say something about my character being Darth Revan, you know. Kind of a big deal.
How can you possibly be Raven?
She did.
The Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Revan, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side.
I do not know who that Revan was. I'm not him.
It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail.
Overconfidence can lead to the dark side.
Yes, that is true.
Light side
You would know better than
Jedis
I
are kind of
will
a
never
party
forget what you
pooper,
did for
though.
me, even if you do not remember it.
Just take a compliment, why don't you? So, how do you feel about me being Revan there, Salvar? You rescued me from the Gamorrean slavers. It does not matter to me if you are called Count Groovula or Revan. I have sworn a life debt to you. I will stay with you to the end. Count Groovula, and I will judge you on your actions as I see them, not on a history I've never known. Fantastic reading, by the way. So, Jolie here, the old coot, you know. He says he knew I was Revan all along. Okay, we're not going to talk about that, though. Okay. So, when did you go to Kashyyyk?
Oh, that was not until many years later, to tell the truth. I spent quite some time wandering the galaxy.
Jedi just let you go?
Why wouldn't they? I had refused my promotion to Jedi. I was a Padawan who had left the Order, nothing more. I traveled from one civilized system to the next, never staying long. I don't even think I knew what I was searching for. It wasn't as if my travels were pleasant either. There were plenty of folks who distrusted the Jedi after the war, or worse.
Worse? What could be worse?
If people weren't treating me with suspicion, they were looking at me with greed. I don't know how many thought they could make use of me for their own ends. I got so sick of the treachery and deceit. I left the civilized parts of the galaxy and headed instead for the uncivilized parts.
So that's when you went to Kashyyyk. Duh.
Actually, I was on my way somewhere else when I crash-landed on Kashyyyk. The ship I was using was a rust bucket.
You survived a crash landing on Kashyyyk? Wow. Why didn't you just fix your ship and keep going?
I'm no mechanic, and besides, after you plunge nose first in the trunk of a 5-kilometer-high tree, chances are you don't have much ship left.
So you crashed and stayed. Obviously.
Sure, why not? Seemed like an interesting enough place to spend a couple of decades exploring.
You're completely insane, you know that.
What do you know? I'd done enough wandering by that point, thank you very much. I felt at peace in the Shadowlands. That was a challenge at first. You've seen the kind of creatures that exist down there, and you missed the really big ones. I was still able to rely on the Force to keep me safe for the most part. The rest of the trick is keeping out of the way of most of the predators.
It couldn't have been easy.
Oh, that's true. Still, most of the creatures grew accustomed to me, and I to them. At least none of them ever heard of a Jedi.
I'm not gonna say. And the Wookiees didn't mind your presence.
Oh, they did at first, oh yes. I can't say I was overly pleased to encounter a group of indigenous giant carpets either, I can assure you of that.
You seemed on fairly peaceful terms with them.
Well, that was after 2 decades of helping them. They certainly didn't trust me at first.
You helped them?
When I could, I would assist a few young ones who would get lost in the Shadowlands or were attacked unexpectedly by the wildlife. I must say, for a while there, the Wookiees actually thought I was some kind of benevolent forest god. Amusing, really. I set them straight eventually.
Sounds like you enjoyed being a god. Wasn't it all a bit primitive?
Not really. Kashyyyk is a place you can feel very small in. It felt good to devote my time to helping people and living simply.
And you didn't receive any news from the outside, huh?
What can I say? I did it all for the Wookiees.
The Wookiees.
The Wookiees. Well, okay, maybe I needed some time on a quiet and remote planet, but if you ever need a friend, an incredibly strong hairball isn't a bad call.
You're a very strange old man.
Why, thank you. You're not so bad yourself, all things considered. At any rate, we should be moving along, don't you think? If you sat around this long in the Shadowlands, a tack would eat you.
So
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve.
HK has all his memory now. And because I never had high enough repair, I could not repair myself, which is helpful. You get the XP, plus he gets some attribute boosts early on that he otherwise would not get. So, see how he's doing now.
Commentary. That is unnecessary now, Master. I have been returned to you and my memory core is now fully functional. Statement. My functionality has now been fully restored, Master. I exist to serve Revan as your personal battle droid. In time, my assassination protocol can be restored, and at that point I will once again endeavor to eliminate any meatbag opposition you may have.
Whoa. More.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
You don't need to call. So you belong to Revan originally.
Statement. Yes, Master. You created me shortly after you and your apprentice began your war to conquer the galaxy. I was sent on an assassination mission into Mandalorian space, but I was damaged and unable to return to you. Exclamation. I find this most distressing. I could certainly have protected you from the Jedi and your pupil's betrayal had I returned.
It's probably better it worked out this way.
Observation. You may be right, Master. This way we are reunited, and neither of us has suffered permanent termination.
Am I very much like the Revan you knew?
Observation. You are different in many fundamental ways, Master. You have a concern for life that is unsettling. This cannot solely be caused by memory loss. I do not know how to explain it. Regardless, you do seem to be improved overall from the human I once knew.
What can you tell me about... what can you tell me about Malik?
Commentary. Your former pupil is efficient and brutal, even for an organic. I rather liked him when you first introduced me to him. If I had known what he would do to you, Master, I would have gladly removed his entrails right then.
So, why the meat bag reference? This is funny.
Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed, but you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration.
So, Malik was the original meat bag. I like that idea.
Observation. Of course you do, Master. You did then as well.
Do you know anything about the Star Forge?
Answer. No, Master. You never did make me privy to any of the Star Forge's secrets.
That will be all.
As you desire, Master.
Signing off.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me about when you worked for Davik.
Working for Davik was like driving a spike through the side of your head. Sure, you got something new in there, but in the end, you've lost something as well. Beating up people who wouldn't or couldn't pay, strong-arming his competitors, killing who he said. It was busy work, nothing decent.
Killed his competitors?
I've killed many people. I can't say I'm proud of it, but I have. Criminals, competitors, businessmen, police, women, children. Jedi were a better challenge, but they hardly ever poked around in the underside.
Women and children, huh?
But I never wanted to challenge you. Never felt the need. Maybe I knew I couldn't win, just like all those years ago.
Wise decision.
Yeah, probably. You probably would have beaten me again. Maybe you would have. But you're not who you were back then. I can tell. You've changed. And maybe I have to. I remember a time when I could do anything I wanted. Kill, maim, murder. It was all the same to me. But now that I am older, I can look back and regret.
Regrets in a minute. Over what?
I look back and regret all the chances I had as a warrior. And then all the chances I've had since then. I shouldn't be getting like this. Not when so many other things are happening, but... It feels like something has changed inside and I don't know what it is. This is unbecoming a warrior. Let's get on with everything before I start getting sentimental or something. Is there something else you want to know?
Stimulants.
Hey, don't worry.
Okay.
A real warrior knows. There anything else?
Fair enough.
Your choice.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to talk about me being Revan.
It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
So it doesn't bother you at all?
I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Taris. Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now. Hey there, what can I do for you?
I forgot about that. That's gone all the way back, that glitch right there. It's just tosses you out of the conversation or the dialogue window. She's still talking, but you see her lips are not moving. Just wanted to talk to you about your brother.
I want to thank you for helping me with Griff. You did everything you could for my brother, more than most people would have. I know it might look like it didn't make any difference in the end. Griff's in debt and on the run like usual. But at least I know we tried to help him.
Nah, don't give up. Don't give up.
I know people can change no matter how bad they were, but I'm not holding my breath. None of us is perfect, but I've come to realize that Griff is a little less perfect than most. My brother is what he is, but I've learned to deal with that. I'll never forget that he looked after me when I was just a kid, but I don't feel like I owe him anything anymore.
So you're okay. That's a very mature attitude.
I've made my peace with Griff and what he means to me. If he ever shows up again, I'll deal with him. But I'm not going to dwell on my brother anymore. It's time to move forward.
Right
So,
on.
is there anything else you need?
Oh,
Okay, have it your way.
okay. I just want to check something out. Check out my upgrades here. So, we're gonna head out to the port, but we're also going to encounter some nasty Sith students, and there's also this I can't remember if it's a Rodian or what, but he has some special cargo he wants delivered to Tatooine. One of the weirdest side quests I've ever experienced is coming up. Okay. Let's take Johnny. Wait a minute. Wait. You know what? Cancel. Yeah. Cannot cancel. God damn it. Yeah, okay. It's I should have talked to Johnny some more, actually. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can prompt it. There's an event I'm trying to prompt. That's why.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What
We
is
talked.
it you would like to speak to me about?
What happened? Yeah, here we go. What happened after your father died?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
How so?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
Did she die?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
You were enslaved?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credits for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
And they freed you? You know, on what she just said there, really, if you think about it, Revan would identify with what she's talking about, because when he was taken by the Jedi, you know, yeah, his memory was like manipulated more than wiped. It was manipulated and blocked, and so basically they were using him in much in the same way she was being used. You know, the difference is she was a slave and he was a captured Sith. You know, it's really not a whole lot of difference.
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there, and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
So what was the dream? To be a Jedi, of course.
I swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Tatooine, and we both know what has happened since then.
You became a Jedi.
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Yes, absolutely. I was surprised I didn't get a progress report on her right now. Taking the news we passed rather well. Strange. Alright, let's see if that worked. We have to go back to Tatooine, so it might happen there. It's not happening here, obviously. Alright, fine. Where do I, if I may, because there's the Dark Lord of the Sith. You mean Malik? No, human. I mean the true Lord of the Sith. I'm speaking of of Darth Revan, of course. Of you. Anyway, how do you know who I am? Listen to me, and all will be made clear. My name is Zygram, or Zegram. I'm a businessman, and my partner deal. I am my partner deal in rare items of extraordinary value and power. With the exchange. Oh, we are not. We're independent operators. Though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. Traditionally, we have always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, David Kang, most recently, Ahita Othar before him, Tori Haxa before her, but we were reluctant to approach you. We had no ties to the exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. So why are you approaching me now? There were reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. Your last report, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. Tracking device reported back to us that you had been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging into our sources to the Sith fleet. Go on. Your escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith fleet. Of course, Malak tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses silenced, some bits of information always slip through. Spend enough credits to gather the tiny pieces and the puzzle becomes clear. We know what happened on the Leviathan. At least we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you are going to kill Malak for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. How does this involve you? My partner and I deal in very rare and powerful and expensive items. Weapons, armor, things you can use in your battles against Malak and the Sith. And you're just going to give me, or give these items to me? I don't carry those items with me, of course. With my partner. But they're yours. If you got the credits, yeah. Let's go to the cantina here in Dresde. Here's a Rodian. There's a Rodian there named Micah Dorn. Tell Micah that Zygron sent you to look at the premium items. I'll check it out. Those who expect you, telling you want to look at the premium items. I guess my work here is done. By Revan. And once Malak is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. Wow. That remains to be seen. How many credits do I have anyway? Not many, because I've skipped by a bunch of stuff. Well, I should say a bunch. I skipped by a few things along the way. Like all the swoop races on Manon, for one. Get a lot of credits for those. And, plus some assassination contracts. Yeah, I've skipped a few things. Oh, I see. Another Jedi comes to small Korriban. Yes, good to meet you. How do you know I'm a Jedi? Jedi come here often, do they? There are many people who come to Korriban from throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who have left the Order. We will get into the Academy for certain. I understand Jedi who have left the light side are made very welcome. So I imagine. But enough about that. It is very nice to see that the Ebon Hawk has returned. I have not seen that ship for some time. Indeed. Since you're regular to our little colony, docking fee is only 25 credits. Is that really necessary? Of course it's necessary. I usually don't fail that. If I just stay out of their way, I'll be on my way. Yeah, I don't want to ask him any questions. He got nothing for me. Go and save.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Please, Master Shadan, give us a chance. We'll do anything to get into the Academy.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. Though a lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Oh, of course, Shadan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Thank you, Shada. We understand now.
No, you don't understand, and you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should, You, Jedi, you're looking to get into the academy, are you not? Of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Oh, this is rich.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Why? What did they do?
We didn't do anything. Please, help us.
Silence! It's not what they did so much as what they didn't do, which is prove themselves worthy. I'm exhausted from dealing with their mulings, so please decide for me, will you?
Let them go. That's my decision.
Let them go? And what could possibly convince me to do that?
They aren't worth your time.
No, I think it's
Holy shit, I'm failing this? Wait. What's going on here? I've been spending points into persuade. What? Oh, wow. I don't usually fail that. How close am I to leveling up? No, it's too bad. What sort of merchandise do you offer? Weapons mostly, okay. Yeah. Can I see your merchandise? See what I can sell. I need credits. Very disappointed, man, that the last two persuade attempts failed. Like that. That is some good armor right there. Because it also has immunity to critical hits and mind affecting. And the Durasteel, we can sell that because I'm not going to use it. Wow, look how much that's worth. Hell yeah. I sell all the stems because I can just get more from Candra's. It adds up. I like that stem. It's Chani Battle Stimulant. Attack +3, damage +3. Vitality max +25 points. Duration 120 seconds. 2 minutes. So that's a damn good stem right there for battle. I can sell all these. Wait. No, I can't. Need the mines for later. Okay, see what he's selling just for the hell of it. Most of the stuff he has in his inventory, or a lot of it, is from me. Yeah, how much are these? 750. Let's take one more, I guess. You know, I'm going to hold off on that, actually. How many of these do I have? Needs. Where are they? Yeah, I have 5. Grab some more. All right, that's good. So we got to get ready. Man, I hope my persuade does not fail again here. 'Cause, I mean, I skipped it once or twice, maybe, in the turns I could increase the attribute points, but for the most part, I've been like focusing on that, so it'd be disappointing if it doesn't pay off like right now. Anyway, what am I doing? Saved, huh? Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Great. Just what we needed. Some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that,
You could try to kill me. You'd fail, but you could try. I don't think there's any need for hostilities. I'm just going to go with my consular mindset here.
Oh, neither do I. I simply stated a fact. Do you know how many Sith there are in Dresde?
What is this, a raffle? How many guesses do we get?
Do not provoke them, Carth.
Enough to crush this fool! Let's do it, Lasho.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
Have a joke. I'm not looking for trouble, but I'm not here to amuse you. Okay. Okay, these two Mandalorians are out in the woods.
Go on.
One of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing, and his eyes are glazed. The other Mandalorian takes out his communicator and contacts his commander.
I've heard this one before. I think...
Quiet!
He gasps. My partner has collapsed. I don't know what to do. After a moment, the commander responds, calm down, I can help.
And then?
First, let's make sure your partner is dead. There's a silence. Then a blaster shot is heard. Back on the communicator, the Mandalorian says, okay, now what?
Kid, maybe you should try juggling next time.
Too funny. Good one.
Yes, I suppose that wasn't too bad. All right then, my friend.
That is a good one.
You've done as you were asked. Perhaps we will meet again.
Yes, I'm sure we will, Ashal. I'm sure. It's just staring into the corner.
I hear them Sith are doing some kind of digging up on the planet's surface. How weird is that?
That's weird.
I'm just here on one of Zerka's transports. I don't have no business with you.
Okay. Mandalorian, a Rodian, and a Wookiee walked into a bar. Bartender says, all right, what do you have? And by the way, we don't take Wookiee. We don't accept Wookiees in here. To that, the Wookiee responds with, you know, a big bite to the neck and rips his head off. The end. Anyway.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages. This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably.
Well, that
We may
sounds
even
like
have
a
to
personal
abandon the
problem.
planet completely. Well, what can you do?
Should I play
Sorry.
my tiny
Was there something you
violin?
needed?
What does Zerka do here?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Can I see what you have to offer? Because I don't want to hear your story.
Allow me to punch up our stock.
So how many of those do I have? 9. Very good to have down the road. Well, down right now. Let's see. Security spikes. I think I already have 2 of those sound dampening units, and then we'll pick up another one for free, so I don't think I'll waste money on that, or the creds. Oh, we just have the one? What? Oops. Ah. Can I see what you have to offer?
You certainly can.
Ay, ay, ay. This is also for a little bit later. Just getting prepared.
I've had 2 friends killed by the Sith already. Must be some kind of test. I'll survive and make it into the Academy. I know it.
One of Korriban's primary trade routes went through Terrace. Now that it's destroyed, the colony here will have an even harder time of it.
You can conduct business at our office if you wish.
I can't wait to get back to the core systems. This planet is dangerous with all those Sith wandering around.
What did you expect to find here?
Something you need?
Who are you?
Nobody you need to know. I'm just here to try to get into the Sith Academy.
Why would you want to get into the Academy?
Why? Why? That's really a dumb question. To become a Sith, of course. To wield
Don't
the
you
greatest power in the
insult me.
galaxy.
Why not join the Jedi?
Ha! They're weaklings, not worth anyone's attention. It's the Sith that are going to conquer the galaxy, after all.
What do you think your chances are?
I don't know. I've been here for a few days now, and the Sith still haven't paid me any attention. Suppose I should consider myself lucky. I've heard of some of the prospects getting killed. Still, it's all a test, and I'll just have to be strong.
How does someone get into the Academy?
Well, you have to impress one of the Sith. The final decision rests with Korriban, however. She's the one who decides exactly which of us get into the Academy or not. I've been hanging out hoping she'll come by and notice me, to be honest.
Where is this Korriban?
Usually she's in the Academy, but sometimes she comes out into the colony to look for prospects. If she's in the colony, she can usually be found in the cantina, but not always. She's one of the most powerful Sith in the Academy, I hear.
She's a hot Twi'lek with icy cold, evil-looking gray eyes. Why would you want to get into the well, I say gray. They're actually kind of yellow, aren't they? Gold. Anyway, what am I talking about? What? Okay, I'll be on my way. Bye bye. Okay, this is the Rodian I was talking about. And he's got something special for us. You know? Whoa. Personal space, Karth. Johnny. You there, human. You're the one flying the Ebon Hawk now. I saw you disembarking. Who wants to know? Name's Lyra's. Not that it's important. I don't know you, and you don't know me. What's important is that we've been waiting for the shipment for a month now. I suppose we should be grateful that the shipment survived Terrace at all. Though, right? Anyway, hand it over and let's finish this. Hand what over? What are you talking about? Wait a minute. Don't you work for Davik? Just how is it you happen to be flying the Ebon Hawk? Anyway, Davik's dead, I presume. I stole the Ebon Hawk from him. Well, when a planet explodes, we've got to expect a few changes. Davik's dead, hey. Maybe you can still help me with something. We had arranged for several kilograms of spice to be shipped to us here for the Ebon Hawk. Perhaps Davik left it on board. I suspect if it is, it would be in the container we gave him, locked and requiring a code. Might you have seen such a thing? I may have. I could look for it. Excellent. Set the code on the container to Red 47. When you get the spice, bring it to me here. I'll wait for you. Alright, well, let's go check it out. Personal space there, Johnny. Well, really unfortunate they had to die. Or they didn't have to die, but they did die. Wait. Oh, this is the guy. Yeah, for Johanna.
What the hell is your kind doing here? Bad enough I have to deal with all these other idiots, but now there's a stinking KotOR on this world too?
I have as much right to be here as you do, sir.
Do not seek to aggravate us.
Ooh, big man. The Jedi shooting his mouth off from behind a lightsaber. Or whatever you're carrying. Hiding behind your pet cat there. And a woman at that. We should have exterminated all you KotOR when we had the chance.
What? What do you know about my world?
I know enough that... Hey, wait a minute. You look familiar somehow.
What? You?
Do you two know each other?
This doesn't concern you, Jedi trash. Now where could I have... No, he's dead, and she likely is too.
What are you talking about?
Maybe I was wrong. Still, I think a specimen like you would be a nice addition to my collection. So, what would it take, Jedi, for you to sell your pet here to me?
She is her own person.
Now don't be so selfish. We both know KotOR aren't real people anyway. The females make amusing pets. But the males should be put down like the animals they are. I remember one time on Taris.
What? What did you say?
Uh-oh. Calm down, Johanna.
What did you do on Taris, you scum?
Put one of you down like the animals you are. So easy. Then I saw one of the females on the auction block. But those darn Jedi.
It was you.
What? Me? Oh, now I recognize where I've seen that face before. You were the little KotOR I was going to purchase. But those Jedi came and stole my pet away from me.
You were buying KotOR slaves?
When I was fighting with the Mandalorians against the KotOR, I developed an appreciation for these creatures. They make excellent servants if properly trained. You Jedi act all prim and proper, but inside you must feel the same way I do about the lesser, non-human species. The Sith at least let their feelings show on the outside.
You... the homeworld.
Come now. Will you let your pet go? I'm sure we can come up with a price we both think is fair.
She is not for sale.
And I will see you dead for what you have done to my people.
Hold on a second. Don't be hasty.
Do not fall to... There is no emotion.
There is peace. Yeah. I will remain calm. I am a Jedi now. My lust for vengeance must be curbed.
Yes, yes. Say no to the dark side, but I will have you yet. Ha!
Alright, so I have to go to the storage bay. And, it's one of these. Yeah, this is it right here. Actually, I don't know how to... And you need?
My KotOR blood seethes at the thought of that man still running free. I cannot stand still while I think about it, but I will not give in to the dark side either. He will pay for his crimes, though. He will most likely be following us. Me. If we could find him first, then he may not be able to set in motion whatever he has in store for us.
Now, this part, depending on what order I do things in, like, definitely doing this side quest, which will require me to go back to Tatooine. Then when I return, continue on with gaining entrance into the Sith Academy and all that stuff. Or I can start that ball rolling right now, and which is what I'll probably do. But then again, I have to level up again. So I'll probably go to Tatooine first. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'll do. Usually, yes. I like taking. Well, it doesn't matter because we're going to Tatooine first. So, but when we finally do go speak to Uthar, I want to have Jolie with me. Just because I only have one shield. See, by now I usually have several, at least. It's not good. Not good at all. So we'll deliver the spice, and then that Rhodian will give us a package to take to deliver to what's the Hutt's name? Motta? Is it Motta the Hutt on Tatooine? I think so. Motta the Hutt. That could be on Taurus. I get my Hutts confused, man. Maybe all. Oh, what am I doing? Hey. Yeah. Yes, I do. So you do. That does indeed look like the amount that Davik promised. Very well. 1,000 credits is yours. I don't work for Davik, remember? I want more. Yes, I suppose we should count ourselves fortunate. 1,500 credits then. Here you are. You drive a hard bargain. Allow me to take the spice off your hands. My employers will be most pleased. Tell me, might you be interested in earning more credits? Yes. Maybe. Tell me more. It is a simple courier mission. Motta the Hutt on Tatooine awaits delivery of a box that I hold. The spice was his, and the box is his repayment. There's no danger involved. It's worth 2,000 credits, so hell yeah. What happens if I open the box? Make it 3,000 credits, and we have a deal. You want more explain? Okay, yeah, right. Okay, I'll do it. So the box will be waiting for you. Remember, do not open the box. I'm definitely opening the box. I'm getting all up in that box.
Can you imagine if I actually became a Sith? The power I would have. I could do anything.
What do you want?
Who are you?
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
Why would you want to get into the academy?
Well, that's the only way to become a Sith, isn't it? In the academy you learn to use the Force.
Their entrance procedures are brutal. Why not join the Jedi?
After the Sith conquer the galaxy, there aren't going to be any more Jedi, are there? I guess I'd rather join the winning side.
What do you think your chances are?
I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good. I don't know. Some of the attention the Sith have shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah. I'm going to head to Tatooine. I need to level up one more time, and hopefully I'll be able to increase my powers, actually my attributes, so I can put another point into persuade.
Yes?
And you need... So I'm not supposed to go into the box, but I am definitely going to open the box. Let's say go into. Open the box. And figuratively and in a manner of speaking, go into the box. We'll meet a Rakatan, an ancient Rakatan resident, let's say. Let's open the box. Hell yes, open the box. Tell me not to open the box. When there's a box, clearly, you know, I'm going to open the box. See what's in the box. What? Something else coming into my prison already? So very long a time and nothing. Then in a span of mere months, 3 in a row. What's your luck? 3. Oh, let's have a look at you. Biped. More or less symmetrical, far less hair than the last one. Opposable digits, mostly water, eh? I suppose you'll have to do. Must be Canadian. I'll have to do for what? The body, of course, I don't want to remain in this prison forever. No. I'm a prisoner here. As are you. Yes, indeed. Though I suspect by accident rather than by sentence, yes? I was put here on purpose. But my own people put our criminals in little cages like this. Well, our minds anyway. For really terrible criminals like me, our mind is locked away forever. How long have I been here now? 1, 4? No. Longer? I've never been very good with numbers. You said 3 in a row. Have there been others? Oh, yes, indeed. 2 others of entirely different species visited me before you. I couldn't speak with them like I can with you, however. They eventually grew angry and ran off into the whiteness. If you go far enough out, you may find them, though I wouldn't recommend it. They're likely quite mad all this whiteness could do that to you, you know? It would drive you mad if you let it. Is there no way out of here? Well, now that is the most interesting question. Yes, 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 indeed. I've been here long enough to ponder that. How many years now? 1,000? 10,000? Bah. I can never remember the numbers, even when I kept track. Point is that I know a way out of this clever little prison. Interesting now, wouldn't you say? Out. Okay. If you get out of here, your body's probably dead, isn't it? How clever of you to realize that. Indeed, you are correct. Your body, however, is not. Now, before you go off getting all excited and defensive, let me tell you that I can't go jumping into your body without your willing agreement. Conversely, you can't go jumping back into your body without my knowledge. This leaves us at something of an impasse, wouldn't you agree? So what do you suggest? What I suggest is for us to settle this now, like civilized beings. It's like this, dear sentient. If you like, we could spend the next 1,000 years debating it. You want out? I want out. You could go on and on and on. Unless your species is remarkably long-lived, I doubt your body has 1,000 years. And frankly, I doubt either of us is going to convince the other of anything else. So why waste this time? A simple competition between the two of us and we settle the matter. You win, you go free. I win, I go free. Yes? How do I know that I can trust you? You have no reason not to trust me now. If I were to betray you, then you would never trust me again and we would be stuck here arguing forever. What kind of competition? I have little clue as to which activities you are superior at. You are at the same disadvantage with me. So the best game is one of the mind, and exchange riddles, perhaps. The rest of us to fail, the first of us to fail, and an answer loses. What do you think? I don't seem to have much of a choice. Now, no need to be fussy. If I seem to be moving fast, it's simply because I've had an overabundance of time to consider this scenario. That being the case, you see, this is technically my home. I'll go first, and let's see. Until I am measured, I am not known, yet how you miss me when I have flown. Time. Yes. I suppose that was an easy one. Perhaps I should have used all the time to harder riddles. Fair's fair, Cynthia. Your turn. What has roots, as nobody sees, is taller than the trees. Up it goes, and yet it never grows. What manner of plant could that be? But it does not grow, so is it no plant at all? It's very clever. I never was, yet always will be. I have never seen, yet always come. And carry nothing, yet hold much for some. Tomorrow. Yes, you have the right of it. Tomorrow it is. Fair is fair, Sentient. Your turn. You heard me before, yet... Okay, if you break me, I do not stop working. If you touch me, I may be snared. If you lose me, nothing will matter. Oh my. There are not many things that keep working once they're broken. Oh yes, your heart. Your heart is the answer. Very clever. It is my turn once again. Who makes it has no need of it. Who buys it has no use for it. Who uses it has no knowledge of it. A grave. Yes, that's it, a grave. It is, though I'll likely never see one. Fair, Sentient, your turn. Okay, is this the one? Flying to Dan... Okay, this is the one, yeah. Flying to Tatooine, I meet 5 ships, because he sucks at math. I meet 5 ships. Each ship has 5 crewmen. Each crewman, 5 pets. How many in all are flying to Tatooine? See, the key is flying to Tatooine. I meet 5 ships. No. Not numbers. Never have I been good with numbers. Think. 5 times 5, add the 1. No. Or carry the 2. 94? No, 96. Is it 96? It's 1. I'm the only one flying to Tatooine. Ah, fool, I've been fooled. Very, very clever of you. It appears my destiny is to be imprisoned even longer. Are you ready to return to your body, Cynthia? Before I go, what's your name? My name? It's, well, how do you like that? How do you like that? I've completely forgotten. I think I knew 1,000 years ago. I guess I've been here so long I've forgotten. My, that is depressing. Don't worry, I'm sure someone else will be along before you know it. No, you're right. Maybe they won't be as intelligent as you. That makes me feel much better, thank you. Ready to go. There's nothing complicated to it. It's better for me to just show you than teach you. Just close your eyes a moment. And back we go. Into our own reality and universe. That's that. First time I ever came across this mysterious box side quest. I was just tickled, man. I thought it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So original and different. So yeah, we're going to head to Tatooine now. And there's an empty space where Bastilla used to be. On the bridge and in my heart. We're in the cockpit. Tatooine, here we come. Should have saved in case it crashes. We should be okay though. It auto saves, so we're fine. Ooh, I think we're going to get attacked by Sith. Are we? Okay. Guess not. Now, there are actually a couple of things we could do whilst here. And I may do one of them just to get more XP. I don't know. It just depends. So I'm going to take Johanny and Canderous, maybe. Switch. Damn it. Tom? Yeah, that. Oh. So we got over here. Show me what you have for sale. What else? What's down here? Gauntlets, too much. Take energy shield though, definitely. Arcane energy shield, the second best shield in the game. These are good to have as well. I definitely need some more shields. I hate spending the creds, but you know, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what? Kind of an awkward moment here, but where are you going? What? Okay. So I need to pause. I'll